New at 6, one of those local patients is now on the mend, looking forward to potentially being cleared next week after a long, difficult month here in the Valley. I FaceTime with a local woman today who believes she contracted coronavirus here in the desert a month ago.
About 12 of us, and we were all gathered just for drinks and hors d'oeuvres to discuss, what we do for the rest of our life. If we had 2 good years ahead of us, what would we do with it?
Karen Callen says she was meeting with a women's group at a friend's home on February 19th, sitting next to another woman who thought she had allergies.
It really seemed much more complicated than just simple allergies. She was really, really sick.
A few days later, she says she started to experience symptoms.
On Monday, I was so sick, I couldn't get out of bed. It was awful.
She went to urgent care and says she was diagnosed with the flu.
They just said it was the flu, and they wrote on the paper that I was there for my cough. I had no cough. It's like they weren't listening to me.
She didn't get better. The pain was getting worse. She was having difficulty breathing. She went to the ER.
The pressure on my chest was like someone had taken a belt and just pulling tight so I couldn't catch a breath.
She says the Centers for Disease Control called with the news.
And 48 hours they called, said I tested positive, that I wasn't to leave the house, and I was under quarantine.
Callen had the option to return to the hospital for treatment or ride it out at home. She decided to do that.
I've been basically home for 4.5, 5 weeks now. I haven't seen anyone. I haven't let anyone in my home. I've been very, very good.
Almost a month since you first started having symptoms. How are you doing now? You look terrific.
For you, John, I put on makeup and comb my hair, and it's been really difficult.
Now she's feeling much better and is set to be tested next Monday. If she's negative, she'll be tested again 2 days later. Looking back, she wonders how many people she may have passed it on to in those first few days before she got sick.
Too many, maybe 50, 60 people.
You had been to the store, you had been to...
All the things you don't think about. You see a friend, you give them a hug, you give them a kiss, you shake this one's hand, you help yourself at the hors d'oeuvre table, you push the door open, you close the door, you open the window, you hand valet your keys, you get in the car, he's got a cold. We just don't think of all the things we touch and all the germs we're really exposed to. It's amazing we're all not dead.
Overall, she says her story is a positive one, that most will get through this, that it should bring us together.
Try to, get closer to your kids if you're locked into quarantine with your children. Do something active, play Scrabble, Monopoly, cook together. This could be a bonding time. Maybe it is for our country too. Maybe it's not bipartisan, and maybe we could just come out of this not hating each other.
Now, Callen is 73 years old, says all the women at the group back in February are around that same age, in that same group. So she's warning people, take the social distancing very seriously. Karen, in those first few days before she had any symptoms, and she was out and about like everybody else, that was late February.
Right.
So it's very different. Now we all have the message. And the fact is that she now knows that she may have spread it. And
yes.
That she didn't.
And now the people she knows know that. But also, more importantly, she looks fabulous, and she's on the mend.
And hopefully she'll get a first test and then a second test next week, and she'll know that she's one who beat it.
All right.